the mic, talking day and spilling life, from trending memes to wildest dreams. Girl, did you hear that crazy thing? Girl, did you hear what's going down? We're lighting up this whole damn town. Strange and trending every week. Bestie vibes that'll never peak.
How would you spend your $1 billion?
Man,
if no one knew about
like you can't advertise it.
You
can't
cannot.
just go. You can't just like donate it to all the hungry children. And
No.
you can't just like.
What's the craziest thing you've seen like over the years while driving, do you think?
I mean, I've witnessed a lot of accidents.
Yeah,
like I've
same.
remember trying to slow down just a little bit, and the car was like, nope. And then the car next to me sees me spinning, hits its brakes, it goes, nope. So both of us, 2 cars on I-70, slicker than snot, snowing, screaming in our own little cars to our own little audio that's playing in the background. We are just pirouetting each other.
Herd of people, is gallivanting across, and then you see the guy like running, and then it's like a little like
Like a little
scuffle,
tussle. Yeah.
and then like dude takes off, and then some lady's like this, and then you see like cops like over there like bum rushing because there's cops
Wild.
everywhere. I don't think. Would you rather be in a tornado or a hurricane? Like if you had to choose one, which would you choose?
Tornado or a hurricane? Probably a tornado because the chance of drowning is a lot less.
Hey guys, welcome to Girl, Did You Hear?
The ultimate bestie hangout. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Kristen. Today, we came across an interesting topic on Reddit, actually, through a Reddit thread. And it was, if you had $1 billion and no one knew about it, how would you spend it?
Right.
So we thought that would be interesting to kind of just lead in. And then we are just going to go see where it goes from there.
Right.
By the way, this is episode 41.
We're just clicking right along.
We are moving along. We hit our 1-year anniversary of podcasting a couple weeks ago. It's so exciting.
So exciting.
We have a lot of changes that are going to be happening soon for you guys.
That's even more exciting.
Can't wait to surprise you with that. It's going to be so cool. I'm super excited.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a good level up for us.
The ideas are flowing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
We do appreciate your support.
Yes, we do.
We're gaining subscribers like on a weekly basis. Like
love
not
that.
tons, but like a handful, like
Hey.
here and there.
For being
Like
as like
throughout the week.
small of a fish as we are in the
Yes.
ocean of YouTube, that's
I'm excited.
consistent.
Yes. So how would you spend your $1 billion?
Man,
if
that's-
no one knew about
Like you can't advertise it.
You
can't
cannot-
just go. You can't just like donate it to all the hungry children. And
No.
you can't just like be like, here you go, brother.
Nope.
Here's
you cannot
500 million.
do anything for it with your family
No.
because how would you explain giving it to them?
You would have to do some like dirty bank stuff
Yeah.
to be like, just go in there. Cause that's what I would do. I would want to like secretly pay everybody's mortgage.
Yeah, I would. Well, it would, I guess this is kind of weird, but if it came after like when my dad passed and I like got the $1 billion, but like no one knew, I could be like, oh, it was like an inheritance from my dad.
So you just lie about where it came from. And then that way you can
And I
just
could
spend
just
it
like
carte
set
blanche,
up,
right?
I could just set up all the accounts I needed to for my family and my grandbabies, and everybody
Right.
would be set for their entire lives. But if that wasn't the case, you like my creative way of
I
like,
do. Shit, the loophole
the looping
that
that
you found is amazing.
Hey, I mean,
That's thinking smart. That's thinking on your
there
feet.
was not a timeline as to when the $1 billion was given.
Right. That
You
is
know what I
fair.
mean?
It's like,
Just
well, and I
saying.
mean, and it's like you can create an event. I mean, not that you're creating
No,
your
no, no,
father's
no.
death, but like you can create an event to say that this is where the money came from.
Right. If it like matched up pretty,
Right. Right.
Even if it was like years later, I'd be like, oh my God, I got this random phone call.
Like, God, I'm suddenly rich.
And all of a sudden, we have a lot of money.
I
Could
would
you
like,
imagine?
I would
Oh my
start a
God.
tiny business, like a animal shelter or something
Yeah.
along those natures, and then funnel a bunch of money into that. Because then I'm trying to think about like, how do like
$1 billion is a lot of money.
I know, but you have to like slowly grow it. You have to be patient.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to sit on that huge chunk of change and just let it drip into your ecosystem
Yes.
so that it's not obvious. Like,
Well, yeah. That all of a sudden, yeah.
I mean, you have to play the game, right? So yeah, of course you would upgrade things like your car, but
Small things.
you couldn't.
I wouldn't.
I couldn't go from my like my ship ox to
Your little
like
Honda?
all of a sudden just this huge like presidential system,
$100,000
like Chevy GMC Yukon,
Right.
just pretty to the max. Like that makes a lot of sense. You have to hit like the mid-level and find.
Yeah.
like,
You gotta have a little bit of balance for sure.
Right.
But also, like, I would try to still have that money, like, make money for me.
That's fair.
You know?
Right. Well,
like, I would try to find ways to, like, silently invest in, like, other businesses that I would get, like, return on. But I wouldn't want, like, any, and no one else, like, no one wouldn't be able to know
you
about
would
it.
be the silent investor.
Yeah, but, like, Trevor wouldn't even be able to know.
Right. Oh, that'd be wild.
That would be so weird.
How could you? I mean, that's.
I would have to tell him. I would have to tell him, but like it would have to be like between me and him only. Like,
but like, what if the money just
like
the
disappear
moment
if you
told
said
someone? Yeah,
Ooh.
that'd be tough. You would
That
have
would.
to have self-control.
Oh, but then you're
you
like,
have to be like really slowly funneling the money in. Like,
man.
it would be a slow grind. For
that would be
sure.
almost as bad as trying to like money launder.
I mean, that was the first thing that I thought of. I'm like, but that's not the way to think about it, because money laundering is just basically turning the money over. It's putting in huge deposits. Well, I guess, yeah, it is.
Well, like, I mean,
yeah. It's exactly that. You would have
you're
to.
making
How do you?
a bunch of fake money and dirtying it and turning it into real money.
If
Like,
Breaking Bad taught me anything, we need a car wash.
I was thinking of the Ozarks.
Yeah.
Have you watched that?
Yeah.
I freaking love that.
What a great series.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Good. It would be really hard for me to spend $1 billion without anybody knowing.
Right. Me too. Well, because I'm so impulsive is the thing. And, you know, to be
Same.
honest, please don't send any financial advisors after me, but I'm probably not the best with my money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to go
Because
from...
none of us were taught that shit, bro.
Right. Well, and I mean, and when I do have it, I ration it out pretty quickly, and then it's gone. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, this needs to go here, this needs to go here, this needs to go here, and then...
Well, it doesn't help that, you know...
Something fun for me, and then
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. And as we know, it doesn't help that, 10 years ago, like what we make now, 10 years ago would have been a huge difference.
Would have been a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if things didn't go up the way they have gone up. But we're not going to talk about that on this episode.
No, we're going to stay away.
No. I always said, like, this is weird, but I've always had like a weird feeling inside me that I was going to win like a jackpot of some sort.
Do you play?
Sometimes, but like only when I get like the feeling.
tingle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like when I turned 21, I went to Vegas and I gambled, and I thought that was going to be the time
Right.
that I hit. And I don't know why I have this feeling. It could be just a complete empty feeling, like a just whatever little dream of whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't know. I've always had that. And like the last time I went to Vegas, same thing. I was like, oh, I'll gamble and win. And I did win, but then I just like kept playing and then lost out.
What's
you
the
know?
most you've ever won?
I've only won like a couple $100 here and there. I've never won like a big, like over $1,000 jackpot.
I don't think I've won over $1,000, but I've won up to $1,000.
I've won up to 1,000 like over the course of like a gambling night.
I've hit that on one machine.
You did? That's cool.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. I've never hit like that much on one machine.
I mean, granted, it wasn't like once and then bam, but it was like you hit something big and then that rolls and then you do it again.
Yeah.
Because you're like, yeah. And then you do it again because you're like, well,
we should
because maybe.
we should take a girls' day one day and go up to Black Hawk.
I love Black Hawk.
I've
love
only
the
been up a
spontaneity
couple
of
times.
Glamping of gambling.
Yeah, same. And it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's really
It's
close.
not very cost effective.
No, it's not cost effective. But like,
Right.
something to do.
You're just up there, have fun.
And like you could make $100-$200 last like a few hours.
Yeah.
If you're smart about it.
That's really ever all I go up there with.
Same.
It's just a couple hundred.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's all I'm really comfortable losing.
Yeah.
And being
I'm
like, oh, that was fun.
Exactly. I'm like,
Because-
I'm going to play this amount and then that's it. Like done. Once
Because
that's
it
done,
feels
it's
like
done.
$200 is the new $20 right now.
For real. Like, no joke,
It's not
dude.
fair.
No joke.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
I do not like. If I did ever win the lottery and like people could know about it, I have always wanted to open a dog rescue, like a dog sanctuary, like with acres of property, different sections, and I would try to like eliminate as many dogs and kill shelters as I could.
That's a big task.
Yeah. And I mean, I know it's a huge task, but like if I ever won the lottery, I know a shit ton of people that work in dog rescue.
Right.
And that have a passion for that. And I would just grab all of those people and be like, listen,
all you can
this
do
is what I
just
have.
your percentage.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I have all this money. This is my idea. Like, let's find, I know real estate agents. Like it could happen if I had the millions of dollars it would cost to build that facility. But you know what I saw? Jelly Roll. Is that his name?
Yeah.
That's
a dude.
He just he just opened or is opening or like building or backing funding for a dog rescue.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
So
about the right guy.
yeah, I would try to like reach out to celebrities also, you know, that had interest in that, because word of mouth, it just creates like more people to like help build this giant thing, right? That would be amazing. Like that would be the ultimate fucking dream for me.
So
I would have people just come in and run it and do the thing, and I would, you know,
find
just
people
help
with a
oversee
similar
it.
passion.
Yeah.
That would be such a good idea.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool.
Just hundreds of acres of dogs.
Yes.
Dude.
And they would just be so happy. And like I wouldn't care if like they had gotten, like if they got adopted or not, like they would live there. But like if people wanted to adopt, it's totally like it would be open to that.
Right.
But there would, like, if no one adopted and that's where their end of life is, at least it was like on this big land and they lived like a dog still.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
and
appreciate
not
those
in
people who go out and like
a shelter kennel.
adopt like the senior dogs
Yes.
or the misfit pups and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Have you, speaking of which, have you seen Tikki,
Tikki?
the shelter pup on the socials yet?
No. Who's Tikki?
How do you not know about Tikki?
Oh, tell me.
So I cannot remember the creator's name, but I'll give us the info so that we can
look it up.
Look it up. It's such a great story.
I'll link it in the description for you guys.
Young, beautiful woman goes ahead and she goes into shelters and she adopts like, not high risk, but like troubled dogs. So
Yeah.
Tikki had a fear of humans.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, how do you adopt that
That's
out?
hard.
Right? Because who's going to want something that's scared of you?
Yeah.
So she has been working really hard to rehabilitate him to be.
What kind of dog is it? Do you know?
Just a little mutt.
Oh, nice.
He's got a long body like a dachshund, like weird folded ears. Like he's super cute. Like I'll send you some of the
pictures.
Yeah.
I'll search it up too on
He's adorable.
socials.
And she's done so much work to turn his whole demeanor around. He like comes up on the couch with her now and like eats treats out of her hand. Like, oh dude, it gets me.
Yeah, bro.
Every day. Every day I open it up and I look for a new Tikki update and oh my goodness. I'm like, oh,
You're like bawling.
I'm not crying. You're crying. This is garbage.
No shame in that, dude.
No,
I cry
it tugs
over
right there. Yeah.
any like dog video that I'm scrolling pops up and it's like a situation like that.
A super sad
I will
story.
watch the whole video and I'm like bawling. Trevor makes so much fun of me for it, but I'm like, because it always has like a happy ending, and I'm just like, man, like what? Like it's so amazing to see those dogs turn around,
right,
and be able to like get the love that they deserve. Because who knows what their lives were before they ended up in that shelter,
right?
Or what they had went through. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like
well,
you just
and
never
that's one of the reasons
know,
why.
and
Like
it's so sad.
One of our pups, Pepper.
Yeah.
When we got her, she was, I think she was 2 years old, and she had been returned twice.
Dang.
Yeah.
But why was she returned twice?
So I don't know why she was returned the first time, but we got her out of Boulder Humane Society. That is a great shelter. If you're looking for a pup, I recommend looking at them. Because we've gotten
Good to know.
all of our pups out of Boulder Humane.
Nice.
And so we went and got her. She was very cost effective. But like you read her rap sheet. And
it's funny, they give you like a little booklet.
They do. They give you like her little, basically her rap sheet and says that, she was adopted out this day, returned like just months later, which sucks, right? And then she was adopted out again. That one lasted a little bit longer and then comes back with whines when left alone, destroyed the bathroom door when locked in. Like,
Oh, well,
dude.
I mean, if someone locked me in the bathroom, I'd probably destroy the bathroom door too.
Right. I mean, and I assume not like,
Right.
but I assume that's where they kind of like kept her to like,
Whatever.
yeah. No, Pepper, no closed doors with that girl.
No locked doors for Pepper. Aw.
Like fire alarm beeps. If she hears one of those, she goes straight panic mode.
You know, it's weird. A lot of our dogs actually get weirded out by the fire alarm.
So
too.
like if you're scrolling through your socials
You know,
and
it's funny.
someone's got that going off in the background,
she freaks
it
out.
gets to her.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's so sad.
It kind of sucks. And you also have to consider things like game show TVs that have
Yes.
that like high pitched beep and stuff like that. She does the same thing. She just gets up and leaves the room and just starts like
That's
panting over there.
crazy.
She's such a wonderful dog. And she's 11 now. So we
Yeah.
got her when she was 2.
Yeah.
So like
She is
she's
a very, very
she's
sweet.
great. Like
she is a sweet
I
girl.
love her so much. She's such a cat dog.
Yeah.
Like she's very independent.
But like she'll
Oh,
want
but
to
she's
snuggle.
one of the family 100%.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like doesn't have to be on top of you, which is nice.
Yes.
Because the other one is on top of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a lot of dogs like that.
Dude.
Vinny's obviously independent. Ranger, who I actually just gave Ranger a bath this morning.
Oh, how'd that go?
Okay, so Ranger's a scared boy, but like I know he loves the water, and I gave him baths plenty of times before, you know? And yesterday I gave Lucy a bath. Today I was like, I'll give him a bath. I got some de-shedding shampoo.
Ooh, nice.
And he was super curious when I was giving Lucy a bath. He was in there the whole time, like standing right there next to the tub.
He's like, are you okay?
And then today he did not want to get in.
Oh, no.
And I was not about to grab him and make him get in
Right.
because he has a bite history.
Yeah.
Not the saying that he would do that to me, but just knowing that
You just don't want to put yourself
I
in that
don't
situation.
I don't want to trigger that in
Yeah,
him
yeah,
again. You know what I mean? And so I just like sat there and I ran the bath, like let it and turned it off, you know, because like so it wasn't shh.
Wasn't
And
so
like
loud.
sat there for like probably like 5. It was probably like about 10 minutes.
Right.
I sat there with him just like by the bathtub. I was like playing with the water. And then finally he like came up and he was like super curious. And so then I like picked up his front paws and put his front paws in. And he was like, eh. And I was like, we're going for it, buddy. Good boy, good boy. And I
Yeah.
just like picked his back legs up and like we just did it super, super quick. And
Just
the
talked him
whole
through it.
time, yeah, I was like, good boy, good boy. I could tell he was like not having it, but I was like, that was good. Like it went well. He didn't freak out. I did it super quick. It was a positive thing. So
Right.
hopefully the next time will be good. He also hasn't had a bath by me in like probably a year.
Hot minute.
Like sadly,
we have
you know?
bath time songs to get rid of that same anxiety. So
Yeah,
I-
but
I
like
sing
Lucy,
it Pepper. It's so
Lucy
great.
loves the bath, bro.
Aw.
She like gets in. Like
She's like,
she hops
"This is where I
in
wanna
the
be."
bathtub. Yes,
Right, yeah.
because she's a little bit old now. She couldn't like get up, but like she heard the bath water and ran right over to the tub. And she just like looked up at me. And I was like, "I'll help you, girl. You can get in."
Oh, I bet that feels good on her
Yeah,
sore muscles.
sweet girl.
Yeah.
My
hard
little
watching
girl.
them get old.
I know, dude. You know, Autumn just adopted a dog from the shelter.
Oh, yay. Good job.
German Shepherd, purebred.
Oof.
She's like 3, I think, or 4.
Love this.
She's a little bit older. They went to look at puppies, ended up seeing her. Her and Jesus both fell in love. She's beautiful. I'll show you a picture.
Got it.
She was also returned. Didn't have a great life prior to shelter. Has major separation anxiety. The first day they left her, Autumn left for a couple hours to come over here, actually. They had her in like a kennel, like the wired ones. She broke out of it, destroyed the door on it. And you could tell she was trying to get out of the house, bro. Like all the blinds and stuff in their new house that they're renting were like chewed and like torn. Luckily, like she was safe, you know, and she didn't hurt herself or anything, but like she was not happy. And so they got like a fully enclosed, like heavy duty, cannot escape kennel.
Right.
And they just been like working with her like while
Making
they're
that a safe
home.
space
Yep,
and
while
all
they're
that fun stuff,
home,
yeah.
they put her in there to, you know, try to, you know, do all the right things, right?
Right.
She's like, what do I do?
It's so
She's
hard.
like, we're not giving up on her. She's like, we knew that this was a thing. Like, we just have to figure it out. And I'm like, yeah, you know, like baby steps. Like, she'll understand. Like, give it time.
I mean, and it's hard, especially when you're, I mean, because you're trying to undo
right.
stuff that's already been done, and you're trying to like support the poor soul and being like, it's okay, I got you.
Yes. And like it takes a while, but like when that click happens,
When that
in
trust
dog
finally
brains,
falls, yeah.
it is so cool to see. So cool to see. So I love watching people do that, and I support anybody that works in dog rescue, because as much as I would love to, I could not do that job.
That's got to be so emotionally exhausting.
Yeah, like if I work with people in that for like their events, I'll go and take like dog portraits,
right?
Or like pet portraits, like with you and your dog or whatever. They'll usually offer that. A lot of people that I work with in the rescues, like for like adoption events, they'll be like, "Come get your photos with your pets." Like encourage people to come get other dogs, whatever.
Right.
But that's my way of contributing, because I can't like. I've seen enough like shit on TV.
The TikToks make me sad.
and
Much less
like,
seeing it in real life. Like
no, like I would carry too much anger with me. Like it would be too much. Not good. Not good.
No.
But you know what I was thinking about the other day when I was driving?
Yes.
What's the craziest thing you've seen like over the years while driving, do you think?
I mean, I've witnessed a lot of accidents.
Yeah,
like I've
same.
watched that happen. I mean, I've been in a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but I've been in a few.
I've been in a few fender benders also.
Accidents.
Witnessed accidents
I think
for
the
sure.
most like majestic things I've seen while driving is I am also a part of. We were driving down I-70. This is back when I was commuting to and from college, and my parents live over the mountain, right? So
over the mountain, yeah.
me and my little beater would run it, every other weekend or so, or for the holidays. This is probably when, because it was snowing. And I remember it's like you top the summit, and then as you're coming down, it is steep. Like it is fast. And you better hope that your guardian angel is just riding with you, because man, I remember trying to slow down just a little bit, and the car was like, nope. And then the car next to me sees me spinning, hits its brakes, it goes, nope. So both of us, two cars on I-70, slicker than snot, snowing, screaming in our own little cars to our own little audio that's playing in the background. We are just pirouetting each other. I fortunately end up going the correct direction. He got pointed the other way.
Oh my gosh.
And like you're freaking out the whole time, because in your mind you're like, traffic is behind me.
Right. You're like, what is
am I gonna hit the mountain?
Crashing?
Am I gonna hit the guard wall? Am I gonna hit this guy?
Yeah, because
in some miraculous way we were just karmically timed to where we just like woo whoop. I ended up, he ended up. Like
you guys both did like a.
I just kept going. Like I remember looking over and seeing the dude's face, and just like looking back at where my car was trying to be pointed.
You guys were both like, okay, we're
just
good.
White knuckling it in, but like that I think would have to be the weirdest thing that I've seen while driving. I mean, I haven't really seen anything, I don't know, like supernatural or like a bridge falling off on anything or anything like that. But it's all just been like car accident stuff.
Car accidents. That's crazy. When I lived in New York, I saw interesting things. The two things that stick out the most, three things that stick out the most to me is I witnessed someone getting mugged in the middle of Times Square while in my car.
Like you're just popping popcorn
like
while this lady's fighting for her life with her.
My friend Amy and I, we used to go, like our thing was we would go and drive around the city and people watch, because obviously there was always tons of traffic and there's massive people. So you're just like cruising, stopping, like whatever. And you're just watching. And there's always crazy shit that happens, and it was just a vibe. So
I can't believe you just watched a guy get mugged and you're like, well, that sucks for him.
Literally, like we were at the red light right there, front crosswalk view, and the whole
first car
herd of people, is gallivanting across, and then you see the guy like running, and then it's like a little
tussle.
And then like dude takes off, and then some lady's like this, and then you see like cops like over there like bum rush him, because there's cops everywhere on NYC, just on the corner standing around and stuff. Yeah,
they just put him up there. Is that for that reason?
Yeah.
That makes
most
sense.
of the time. Yeah.
After that story you just explained, that makes sense.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, we were both like, did that just happen? Like, did that like just get mugged? We were like, are you kidding me? Like, how does like, it's such a random thing to like see, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, I haven't witnessed a robbery.
Weird. The other thing was, again, also with Amy in New York, we were driving and we were out on Long Island this time, and we were, I don't know where we were going, but we were driving east on like one of the parkways. And out there, it's like 2-lane parkways, like us and then them, but there's like a median in between, sort of separated. But we're just cruising, and then all of a sudden I see like massive cops coming up behind me. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And so we like get over, and the cops like pull like right in front of us and stop the entire like the parkway, like stop traffic.
Oh, geez.
And then they like push this one car like off the side of the road, like right there, like probably like on the shoulder, like not very far. We're over here, and they're stopping the whole highway. They get out of their cars, guns drawn on this car. Get out of the car, get out of the car. There's like kids in the back and stuff. And we were like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my gosh, dude.
We're like, what the hell?
Guns drawn?
Yes, on
Lord
this car.
Almighty.
Not even joking, dude. I swear to God. Like that was the craziest thing.
It just sounds like New York City is a place for the drama. Like that's where
yeah,
that stuff
I mean,
happens. Like, that city just lives, breathes, eats.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Chaos.
I mean, there's so many people there. There's always probably chaos. I can't imagine how it is now. Like this was back in like early 2000s. I lived there.
Right.
So that was crazy then. And I also, we saw like a really big car chase too, which was pretty crazy. Cause I forget where I was at, but I had like I think we were like near the airport or something. And there was like a lot of like highway, like interchanges going on right there. Mm-hmm. And you could see like there was just like cop like after this one car. You could like see him going down the highway. But
dang, dude.
Yeah, the guns drawn thing on the highway and stopping traffic was pretty crazy. Because I've never like, it was intense. We were like, what? What do we do?
Am I actually seeing
like
this?
So like it happened and like that was happening, and then like as soon as like they realized like everything was kind of like under control and like no one was gonna like flee the scene, right? Mm-hmm. Then they like started directing traffic to like keep
letting
going.
you go.
Yeah, while they like they put their guns in, back in. I think they were like chasing him or something. That's why they had their guns drawn.
Must have.
But yeah, it was crazy, dude.
Dude,
I was like, wow.
You only see that
weird place, weird time.
Yeah. Great place, great time.
I guess. I mean, it's an interesting experience.
I mean, I've seen a tornado from my car.
I have not, and I want to see a tornado from
a distance. I didn't go chase it. It was on Highway 7. It was on Highway 7, and it was just spinning off over here. It wasn't that long ago.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's cool. There actually was a tornado not that far from here.
I know. It like tore up the little town.
It did. Mm-hmm. It did. We had a tornado warning here in Adams County that same day. And then like an hour, maybe less than that, it was like it hit out there.
It starts with a B. What is it?
Bennett.
Yes.
Yeah. Feel sorry for them. That would be scary though, to be in a tornado. Would you rather be in a tornado or a hurricane? Like if you had to choose one, which would you choose?
Tornado or a hurricane? Probably a tornado because the chance of drowning is a lot less. Mm. And then with a hurricane, you also have like the weird soup that you're not supposed to be a part of. That's all over that is now
What's
the
weird
floor.
Soup?
It's like it's the flood, right? It's the stuff from the sewers, the stuff that like comes up through the bottom of the whatevers, and you're like, dude, you are not supposed to get in there.
I guess it would have to determine like what level hurricane and what level tornado for me. But if I couldn't choose and they were both just like destructive,
like
I would have to say
like same category either
tornado
way.
Tornado probably also.
Yeah, same. Like, I understand the aftermath is devastating.
Same.
They just leveled your house.
But water is vicious, bro.
Dude.
Like when
water is just as bad as fire.
Yeah, like water finds a way to get through.
Yeah.
It doesn't care.
No.
It makes a path.
And it erodes.
Yes.
And erodes. and erodes and causes bacteria
and destroys
just
everything.
Water's great. It's
There's
what keeps us alive.
People still like rebuilding in poor Florida from the hurricanes this last year, like this last season.
Yeah.
And there's places that I still haven't rebuilt from hurricanes like
in
2023, which is crazy.
That's hard. I mean, because it wipes out everything. And then you hope you had all your I's dotted and your T's crossed on whatever policy you purchased in order to get some sort of assistance. And then if not that, then what?
Your SOL.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You just hope you have enough to buy something new. Like, I don't know. Like I've been very fortunate to live in a state that doesn't have that many like natural disasters.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know we've had
fires,
like
but
fires.
We don't live in like a fire zone.
And like, I mean, granted, we live in suburbia, but like there's really nothing that is going to run through suburbia that's going to tear up our stuff.
No.
I mean, other than if someone set the house on fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Or
saying?
like in the rare chance that a tornado like came down like super quick.
I mean, the fires
this housed
that
area
destroyed suburbias in like, what was that?
Broomfield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Broomfield.
Louisville.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because that was just right there. And that
that was like
wild.
12 miles away.
Yeah. So,
And
I mean,
whole neighborhoods burned down in like minutes, dude.
that's tragic. Like
Fire is scary to me.
Imagine losing everything all at once. I mean, and just in the 3 instances we listed,
Yes.
like poof, the house is gone.
Dude, one of my biggest fears actually
you and the shoes you're wearing.
Are something happening to our house and no one's home and we can't get in to get the dogs. And the dogs can't get out because they're kenneled. That's my biggest fear, especially
unlocked.
a fire.
Yeah.
That's always, even in our apartment, I had that fear, bro.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. You know, in our apartments, when the, you know, they would always like the fire alarm checks. Jake, when did the beeps, he would howl. It was so funny. That just reminded me of it because you were talking about it.
The beeps.
Yeah. But yeah, that is a scary one for me.
Yeah.
Not being able to get, because I know during that Broomfield fire, a lot of people weren't able to get home to their animals and their animals weren't able to get out. Yeah. And that's devastating. Like, oh my God, that would.
Why are you tugging on my
That would probably push me over the edge.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's, I mean, I empathize. My heart goes out to anybody who suffered that loss because
Same.
It's devastating.
Same. Another interesting thing I found was what is a terrifying fact that everyone thinks is normal?
Completely normal. Ooh.
What do you think?
The fact that it takes 1 second of distraction to cause a car accident.
Oh,
yeah,
it does.
I mean, I've fallen a victim to that.
Same. And thankfully, it was not like a devastating.
No, like
or
fortunately,
bad accident.
Not a lot of
on
people
any
were
parts.
injured.
Yeah.
I mean, I think. Fortunately, in all my accidents, I've been the only one that comes out.
But it
worse for
does.
the
You know
wear.
what's crazy? I was just telling Trevor this too. Speaking of like driving and weird things happening. Not long ago, it was a couple weeks ago, I was driving back from Longmont. I was on I-25, like right where Highway 7 is. I was going south and there was this motorcycle and this BMW merging on to the highway from Highway 7. And it was kind of trafficky. Like, not too bad, but definitely like not something that you're gonna be like. There's a lot of stop
Weaving
and
in
go.
and out
Yeah,
of,
exactly. And I see this Beamer and the motorcycle, and they're like zipping through, like trying to get on the highway. And I'm like, ooh, like I just had a weird feeling when I saw them. I was like, those guys better be careful.
That
you
makes
know?
my heart hurt.
Yeah, and not even kidding. At like the next exit, 144th, like just past 144th, they were in an accident, and the whole driver's side, like front, like left fender bumper ripped off. It was a young kid. He was out of the car running around. He was like with his head on his hands. The motorcycle guy seemed
Dang.
fine, but like
You saw it fresh.
and they were like weaving in, and I was like, I saw him take off, and I was like, oh
Something's
man.
gonna happen.
And then, no joke, like traffic was cruising, and then all of a sudden, like traffic got weird, and I see the motorcycle zip over from like the fast lane over to the
Like the
side of
slow
the
lane?
road, and So I don't know if the motorcycle was involved in the accident, but the
Or if
Beamer
that was his buddy.
Correct.
Yeah, sort of thing.
But they fucking zipped over super quick, and that Beamer was wrecked. And I was like, damn. Should have been, you know.
Dude, like you look down for 1 second and then bump. You like
even if you're just like adjusting your fucking air conditioning,
the
like
volume on the
not
radio.
even like I'm
Yeah.
not one to be on my phone in my car. I have had a bad habit of doing that in the past. Like we all do.
I mean, and also I'm trying to be better. Yeah.
But I
mean-
try really hard not to, unless I'm like changing music or I'm actually like at a stoplight and I'm like, I'm gonna return this text real quick or whatever.
Right.
If I have to respond right away.
Even that's against.
I know. It's okay. You can come for me if you need to.
No, I'm not
just
going
kidding.
to. I just like pointing out rules, I guess.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. I'm a rule breaker. I like to test the line.
I like to use the rules that only apply to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Test the line.
Just make it.
My headphone just lost hearing in my left ear
Oh, no.
because my cord.
They are on the way,
I know.
folks.
I sat on my cord and it's like, you know when it does that
Yeah.
like weird thing? Now
Where
we're
it like
back.
clicks in and out.
We're back.
We're
I'm
back,
even
folks.
now.
Small technical difficulties.
I am even in the head. What is a terrifying fact? What is another one that you can think of that everyone thinks is normal?
I mean, basically how fragile life is. Like,
yes.
how
so fragile, dude.
1 second you're like, haha, yeah, I'm cool. And then the next second you are either chronically ill or
something happened.
you've been in an accident and things have changed, or someone else around you has also been in an accident and things have changed.
Or
like
some-
how
yeah, like-
how finite life is and how
Things
quickly
change.
things just
Yeah.
I
It's
don't like
crazy.
thinking about it because
I don't
it's just
like thinking about it
accepting
either.
your own mortality and
Yeah.
how just like delicate it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not necessarily like afraid of dying.
No.
But
like,
when the time comes, the
stuff
time comes with
happens.
this. Yeah. Like you just never know, dude. Like,
Stupid
and
stuff.
like, unfortunately, Trevor and I know a lot of people, just from being, you know, on social media and stuff. And like, we see a lot of things where people just, things happen.
Right.
Like I actually had a client who I did like her kids' newborn photos. And their daughter now is, I want to say she's like 7. And this last Christmas, she got T-boned in her car. Not her fault. The mom. Pretty sure she did not have the kids with her. She broke her back.
Oh no.
And was in massive recovery. Went through some surgeries to try to alleviate some pain and adjust some whatevers. I don't know all the details.
Yeah.
But after the surgery, things seemed fine. And then things were not fine. And she unfortunately passed away. And I was like, when I heard about that from another client friend, I was like devastated for her family because
That was
like
so quick. She
it
was so
was-
young.
yeah, she was like our age, literally, you know, and she has a little girl, little boy, and those kids were like her world. And I was just like, damn, dude, like life is so fucking fragile. Like,
Yeah,
you just
it's so
never,
delicate.
You
You
just
don't-
never,
you
never
never
know.
know.
Like, you never know. And it's scary and it's sad and it's real, you know, and like,
I mean, it's amazing how fast everything changes or how fast
Yeah.
everything can change.
yes.
I mean, anything from natural disasters to
Yeah.
like, internal emotional struggles to
Anything.
It doesn't matter.
No. It's
Like,
insane.
It's wild to think that we are just like this bag of meat just rolling through time, making
these
sure
little,
we
like,
don't poke holes in it because the
Human vessels.
red stuff's
like,
supposed to stay on the inside. But like,
it's almost like you're just like tiptoeing through life until you like cross over that certain line or step on that right bubble and you hit the fucking one that
Jesus. And on that note, folks.
I mean
That's all that
No,
it means.
it
Because
is.
you never know. You never know. Like it
You
could
never
be,
know.
It could be 5 minutes from now, 50 years from now.
Yeah.
Who knows? I think 50 years is a little bit of an expectation. 30 years from now. Who knows?
I'll go with 30 for myself. I'll stick with 30.
Yeah.
I'll stick with 30. Anyways, I think we will end on that note.
On a death note.
Yes. Speaking of endings, thank you guys for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe. We do appreciate your support as always. And as you know, we do our premieres every Thursday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So make sure you check those out. You can chat with us in the lives, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
So please check it out. And we will see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.